off the bus in the morning, take her to school, pick her up from school, have her till mum gets home at 6:30. So I have a really busy time. You know, it's not just a case of I'm coming on TikTok 2 hours a day and that's it, you know. I really do. I have a life off TikTok and it's very busy, and sometimes things just pop up, you know. My mum could come round, or my brother jumps in the house, do you know what I mean? And I can't be like sat on TikTok when I've got a family member in the living room. Do you get what I'm saying? And I would never say to my family, oh, don't come round because I'm doing TikTok. So basically, yes, Nell, it's just life, that's all it is. And that's it, guys, really, you know. Yeah, but do you know what it is with me? Because you all depend on me, you all love coming in at 10 o'clock in the morning, just like I depend on you as well. If you're not seeing me on live, you will worry. So that's why I put the posts out, you know, just to say, look, I'm not on today, you know, just to let you all know, because you send search parties round. Yesterday went into meltdown. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I am a family first kind of person, always have been. So that's all it is, guys. I've got a lot going on here at the minute. I'm not going to go into the ins and outs, but that's all it is. See what I mean? You're worried all day. But yeah, no face, no case messaged me. I messaged him back and I think he put everybody straight. Yeah. Look at this, guys. You're already on 250,000 likes. I love you all for that. So, guys, we are 1800s. Oh, I love you right back, Bryony. We are 1100 heart mis away from me getting a 10k and a trophy. And today's the last day. TikTok and we don't stop. Do you know what I mean? So if you can spare a penny, please send me a heart, me. I do deserve a trophy after everything that I go through on this ticky-tocky place. Wow, 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 wow. Right, guys, let's go. We are popular number 7, 4k in the room. Share the live. We've got 37 shares, so if you could share the live out, that would be amazing. If we could get up to about 300 shares, that would be great, just so we can get all this out there. Usually I don't ask for shares, but the more people that are in here, we've got more chance of screen recorders. Oh, thank you, Nina, darling. So, guys, we are, how far away? 999. Thank you, Crizzle. Thank you, Dan Jan. 999 heart mis away from a 10k. So if you could do that throughout the live, that would be amazing. Yes. Right, can I just do a quick poll? How many of you do genuinely panic when I'm not on? It really like, you know, I really worry about this. Right, guys, so we've got a happy face. You're going to meltdown if I'm not here at 10 o'clock, or sad face. You don't give a shit. Right, let's do a quick poll. Morning, Luke, my darling. Thank you, yeah. Thank you, Shouts. And I just want to say hi to people that are live streaming the live. Like I said earlier, I do want 50% of all gifts from the live that you are live streaming me from. I will be in for payment. I have got people watching and keeping score on what you're earning. Do you know what I mean? So I will be coming to collect the 50% after the live. So hi to the people that are live streaming this. And I ain't even fucking joking, I want my 50%. There you go, see. 776 going to meltdown and 350 don't give a fuck. Well, I'm very much loved. Thank you, everybody, for the love. Right, let's go. We got mods in. Yes, we got mods in. Alexa, play the BBC News theme.
Here's BBC News theme by TV Theme Tune Factory on Amazon Music.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to the Miss Red Show on a Whinge Wednesday. Whinge Wednesday is all about you guys. You get to come in. Oh, sorry, I was going to say you get to come in my boxes, but you get to join my boxes. It sounded a bit dirty, that did, sorry. And talk about whatever you want to talk about. If you want to have a whinge, you do that. If whinge, you do that. If really naughty, wasn't it? Guys, if you are under the age of 18, please exit the live because we're not about it here today. Thank you, Amanda. Just let me thank the gifters, guys, before we continue. Big up my Jackie, Adam, my darling, Crizzle, Natalie, Pat, Sue, Sean, followed you back, Sean, Sarah, Lady Jasper, my love, Magpie, Sammy, Joe, Emily, JJ, darling, Billy, Lindsay, Kaylee, Bubble and Fizz. I'm just following people back before I forget. Irish, my darling, Yaya, and Mal, Buzztech, Army. And then we got Shazzy Lou, Rosie, Dan, Nikki, Paddy, Alison, Angela, Naomi, James, and Fruze the Candles. Right, just let me follow you back, guys, because I always forget to follow people back that have gifted. I do apologise. Right, we're ready. So let's start with obviously Elphaba Gate. Let me have a drink, guys. It is vodka in this, not water. Right, guys, let's start with Elphaba Gate. So I don't know why I'm like feeling a bit panicky this morning. Like, I actually feel like when I woke up and watched the FYP, like I'd done something wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like, a whole mountain has been created out of a molehill as far as I'm concerned. So let me start from the beginning, right? Thank you, my pearl, my darling. Thank you, Ems. So basically, everybody is aware that the Elphaba one joined that Planet Hollywood, and they were playing Planet Hollywood, and they were asking people to send them rewards. They were also adding underage people to their friends list, and I will always stand by that was wrong. However, since then another video was on the FYP. It was all over the FYP, and I was going to talk about it yesterday. Movie Star Planet, sorry guys. And it would appear that this character that come out wasn't Elphaba. So the first character was Elphaba. She was adding underage children to her friends. You know, I talked about it, I think it was Monday or last week, I can't remember, I've slept since then. So let me show you what I'm talking about for those that don't understand it. Please work. So this character was Elphaba, the original video that came out, right? So this character was adding underage children to her friends list. If you all remember, I was talking about it and I said it's wrong. I don't understand why you would do it. Completely wrong. And people need to be aware that children are being added to, you know, her friends list. You know, she's forever 19 and she doesn't need to be adding children. So on the FYP yesterday, this video come out where this character was asking people to meet them, right? So Elphaba posted on her Instagram and provided proof that this character wasn't her, right? This character wasn't her. However, this character was who was adding the underage children, all right? So are you getting what I'm saying, right? So obviously I talk about Elphaba whenever she's over the FYP news, right? So yesterday when I was going to come on, I was going to say to people that this person was not Elphaba, okay? Thank you guys for the gifts. So anyway, I never ended up coming on so I couldn't explain it all, because what I do is, right guys, and correct me if I'm wrong, whether I dislike somebody or not, I will always like come on, address things and watch a video, show you the video and say, well, you know, people shouldn't be doing this because it kind of like takes away the seriousness of this. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's what I would have said yesterday. Thank you, Luke, and everybody else, had I have come on. Right, so I would have said, please don't do this, make up fake accounts like this, because you're taking away the seriousness of this. Do you get me? So that's what I was going to say yesterday. However, only Tony Official, who is bringing brilliant awareness to TikTok, used this as an example in one of his videos, right? So I messaged Tony and I said, Tony, this one is an Elphaba, purely because I didn't want anybody going back at Tony for putting misinformation out there. However, Elphaba still did this. So Tony took this down, all right? So it still doesn't take away the seriousness of what's happened, you know, what Elphaba displays over TikTok. You know, there is a lot of questionable behaviour, and I will always stand by Tony and the whole team that are bringing awareness to questionable characters over TikTok. So basically, I let Tony know that this wasn't Elphaba. However, this one still was. So Elphaba was set up with this character. She had a new character, which was, right guys, bear with me, please bear with me for 1 minute. Right, has it come up? So this was Albar's new character. That was the fake that was saying me. So the Green Witch there was the fake. So Albar changed the character. All right, guys. So are you bearing with me? You're getting what I'm saying? So obviously, with Tony being my friend, and I will always support my friends, stand by my friends. I think what Tony's doing, and Alex and Dave and everybody else who is part of that task force is amazing. I will stand by that 100%. So it was just me alerting Tony that is fake. So you get what I'm saying, right? So anyway, I spoke to Evil Queen. I said, I spoke to Tony. Tony's put the video down, and I will, when I do my FYP show, I will go on and say, look, that character is an Albar, however that character is. So it isn't me like, you know, there's no big scandal. Nobody's behind the scenes trying to take anybody down. You know, Tony hasn't done anything wrong. You know, Tony wasn't aware. You know, and it's all been blown out of proportion. So it's just me saying to Tony, that was him, take it down. I don't want you to get any backlash for it. And that's as simple as it is, guys. I stand by what Tony's doing. And if we can have Team Task Force in the comments and everybody can follow it, I stand by what Tony's doing, bringing awareness to all the wrongdoings on TikTok. Who knows, maybe one day he'll be putting fucking posters out on me. Do you know what I mean? Who knows? But I do support it. I support the movement. But the whole thing has just been blown massively out of proportion. Like, you know, there's a plot to bring Albar down, or like Evil Queen even hasn't like done anything wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like, I had a conversation with her yesterday and I said, look, you know, Tony's took the video down because I don't want Tony getting backlash from putting stuff out there that people can say, oh well, why is Tony putting this fake information out? Because then what it does is it waters down the cause. So I'm supporting Tony. Do you know what I mean? So that's what Evil Queen was talking about yesterday, that character, the fake character, wasn't Albar, however the original character was. So are we all understanding of that? So Team Task Force, so Tony still put the posters out, or whoever put the posters out still put posters out, because whether you agree with it or not, Albar's behaviour on TikTok is still questionable. They still made that first account with you know, the Albar character, and was adding children to it, asking for rewards. You know what I mean? Yes, granted, you're allowed to be on that what's it, movie Hollywood, I forgot the name already. You're allowed to be on it if you're an adult, but you have to play by certain rules, you know. Do you get what I'm saying? And I can confirm, so Evil Queen sent me a picture yesterday of Albar in hospital, and it looks like to me she's got the nails that, you know, she's got this week and things like that. So I can confirm I did see the pictures of Albar in hospital. So I can just clarify that. I mean, I can't take away how serious, you know, somebody's mental health is, but you know, we are talking about Albar, and there is a lot of questionable behaviour that we have seen, and I do feel like awareness should be spread. You know, if you're actively on TikTok doing this, doing that, you know, doing wrong things, I don't feel children should be watching you. You know what I mean? And remember, the whole purpose of Team Task Force is to protect children. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's all really. Like, there's no one's trying to bring anybody down. I don't know why Mama Kaz has been mentioned in the whole saga, because Mama Kaz has done nothing wrong. Tony's done nothing wrong apart from be a legend and spread awareness. Kaz always spreads awareness. Nobody's behind the scenes as far as I'm concerned. My friends, people I'm associated with, nobody's behind the scenes trying to bring anybody down. You know, I wouldn't play part in that. I wouldn't be a part of it. However, I will stand by what Tony's doing, Alex and everybody else that's involved. So that's all it is, guys. Like, there's no conspiracy theory. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. Yeah, I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. Like, Tony never said that he wasn't going to put posters up. All Tony did was took the video down because he had a bit of misinformation, you know. So yeah, so that's it. Yeah, and when we open the boxes, you can come in and talk about it. Do you get what I'm saying? I think personally, I did the right thing where Tony was concerned, me protecting, you know, what Tony's doing and everybody else. I let Tony know that there was a bit of misinformation, and he took the video down, you know. But however, that first character was still Elphaba. The first character was still Elphaba, you know, that we spoke about last week, you know, and that was adding children, whether they're meant to or not. That, you know, if you're a social media influencer and you are on a kids game, you know, you have to be very mindful of who you're adding and check it all, because it shouldn't be happening. But this character that was saying let's meet was an Elphaba, but this first character was, but then she changed the character, and that's it, guys, you know. Elphaba, sorry, I'm just trying to take this off. Okay, so Elphaba with the meat cleaver. So obviously Tony never threatened any violence on Elphaba whatsoever. All Tony said that they were going to their local area to post posters, right? So no violence was ever threatened from Tony. Just purely, I'm going there posting posters. However, what I've seen from Elphaba, you know, everyone's seen the meat cleaver thing where Elphaba said, I'm ready for you, picked up the meat cleaver and said, you know, basically, you know, if you want it, you can have it. So, like, who's inciting the violence? Because it wasn't Elphaba that incited, it wasn't Tony that incited any violence, you know. He's just gone and put posters around the local area. Tony never incited no violence whatsoever. So I don't know why the Elphaba's ran with the fact that Tony's coming down to, you know, do something, you know. It was all massively blown out of proportion because Elphaba is a drama queen. Do you get what I'm saying? Drama queen. And like, I ain't like I said, I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. I'm not throwing Eva Queen under the bus, Tony under the bus. I stand with Tony on the whole movement, and that's it. So there you go. Let's open the boxes. So guys, if you want to jump in the box, please request the box. I know, Buzz, it's a Birmingham thing. Is we open the boxes and then we move on to the next thing. All right, so mods, can you put people in the boxes, please? And if there's any nastiness in the chat, it will get removed. You are welcome to an opinion, but please be kind with your opinions. We don't have nonsense in this room. There are other rooms where people can be and will be allowed to be attacked, but this isn't the room for it. Not today. Not today, Satan. Not me, guys. Fucking hell, all I did yesterday was have a day off, you know what I mean? Because a family member popped round to visit and I woke up to all this shit. I'm throwing people under the bus, I'm team Albar, No, if there's something that I don't see on TikTok that's right, I'll call it out. But I don't understand where this fucking mountains come from. Not me. Hi, Philippa.
What? Are you alright, lovely?
I'm okay, darling. I need a Mayfair blue. Carry on, Philippa, darling.
Well, I'm going to be quick because I'm on my way out to work, but I really feel, and please don't.
Philippa? Why is she... Go on, darling. Go on, darling.
Oh, is it echoing or is it just me?
Philippa, come smell the box and then the mother of the back in. Mods, can you put Philippa back in, please? Guys, we've got 5.6k people. Can you please send me a heart me so I can get my TikTok trophy and go, thank you. Right, let me get Philippa back in because I think she had something really valuable to say then. Oh, here she is, guys. Here she is. Hi, Philippa.
You're right, lovely.
Yeah, I'm good. You? What was you going to say?
Right, please don't hate me. Right, what I'm going to say. Look, and I'm not an Elphaba fan in the slot.
Why is Philippa being muted, guys? Philippa, you keep on muting, darling.
No, you know what it is? It's
Philippa, you keep on muting, darling.
you know what it is? It's
Philippa, if you're screen recording, love, you're going to get an echo. So we'll try you again, jump back in the box, but if you are screen recording, you will get an echo. So turn screen recorder off, please. Or loudspeaker, turn your loudspeaker off and speak via phone. If you've got headphones in, you will also get feedback.
okay, I'm back. My daughter keeps ringing me, that's what it is.
Tell her to go away, you're on the Misread show, tell her Misread all about herself.
Right, don't hate me. I'm not a fan of Elphaba, but
I know, go on.
I think a lot of people need to remember that she's 19, and I'm not sticking up for her because I'm not a fan.
Philippa, if you wanted to come on here and stick up for Albar, you can do that. You know what I mean?
I'm not, but I think everybody needs. She's a kid. I mean, you misread. You've got kids, and I've got kids, and you know, she's 19, and I'm not a fan, and I'm not at all. But that's what I think people need to remember. I know she's done wrong, but she's got no support from her mum. Her mum doesn't support her either. So I don't think she's got anybody. And I'm not saying it's an excuse at all, but she is 19. And I would look at that, and I know she's classed as an adult, but I think she's a kid.
And you know what? You are more than entitled to have that opinion, because I'm a mother too, right? And I kind of like understand why Evil Queen stepped in to guide her. However, the behaviour, whether she's 19, 18, for me, and I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, please don't think I am, because I do agree with you to a certain extent. We can't let age be an excuse for all the bad behaviour. Do you know what I mean? You have to eventually start learning.
I understand that. I get that. But I think people need to keep that. And oh God, please, I sound like an Elphaba lover here, don't I? But I'm not.
If you are an Elphaba lover, somebody's got a lover, darling. Do you know what I mean?
I'm really not, but I think, you know, I mean, yeah, I left home early. I had my first child at 19, and I had my wits about me. But I mean, if you look at a mum and how maybe she's been brought up, maybe she hasn't had the best upbringing, and maybe she's not got, you know, what me or you, Misread, would have about ourselves. Are you with me? Do you get what I'm saying?
Do you know what, Philippa? I know you've come on here with a good heart and you've seen it through a mother's eyes. I do understand that. But personally, I just feel like, you know, age can't be used as an excuse. I'm not disagreeing with you. This is just my opinion.
I get what you're saying, and I'm not saying it's an excuse, and I'm saying people just need to bear it in mind. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's an excuse. She's done some horrible, nasty things and said some horrible things, but I just think people need to bear that in mind.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, and I respect you for coming on and saying that, Philippa, sorry, darling, because I do want Albar supporters in here. I don't want it to be all one-sided. No, listen, darling, no, I'm not saying you are. Or somebody that wants to, you know, back her up, saying that she is only young, you know. Everybody can come in and have their own opinion and shouldn't feel, you know, attacked for it. You know, because there's people that probably agree with you, love.
I just don't think she's got the best support. I know she's got Evil Queen round her, and you know, but I don't know. I just don't think she's got anybody there on her shoulder guiding her. Guidance. I think that's the best word to use, isn't it? Guidance.
Well, I think she's got Evil Queen with her now, and I, personally myself, I don't think there's anyone, you know, better for the job to guide somebody, especially on social media, you know what I mean? And I think this is what Evil Queen's doing.
But please, nobody hate me, because
guys, can we have some love for Philippa, please? Because we need to let her know that Misread's live isn't about attacking somebody with a difference of opinion. So please, guys.
First time as well. I'm a first timer. So
yeah, so please, guys, let's show Philippa some love. We can be adults and still have a difference of opinion.
Lovely. I'm going to run because I've got to go to work. But thank you very much, and thanks everybody for being nice to me.
It's all right, my darling. You take care.
Take care, lovely. Can you kick me out, please?
I will do.
Bye.
Bye, darling. The reason I say be kind to people in the boxes, guys, you know, you can say, oh, I don't agree with that, wrong, is because, you know, this is what this should be all about. We should be able to come in, have a difference of opinion, and still leave as friends and adults, you know. Hi, TT girl. Guys, does everybody want to unmute? Everybody unmute. Let's just have a discussion about this. If you don't agree with what somebody else is saying, please tell them. So everybody unmute. We'll start with TT girl first, and then everyone can chime in. Hi, TT girl.
Good morning.
Morning. I'm good, thank you. What's squeaking, darling?
I don't know, my bones, maybe?
It's very squeaky.
I think it's me.
Oh, is it you, Rach? It's all right, love. TT girl, darling.
I just think that you're giving out Elphaba more attention doing all this. I don't think it's right to bring it to the app. You're just giving her more platforms to work
It's
with.
awareness, though, isn't it?
I understand that, but I think Tony doing what he does, he's no better than Elphaba at the end of the day.
I have to disagree with you there, TT girl. And remember, guys, let's not attack TT girl for her difference of opinion. The reason we speak about it, TT girl, is because Albar brings it to TikTok, so therefore it's all over the FYP page. You know, Albar brought the fact that she's on this game site. Everybody go and join her on this gaming site. Otherwise, we would have been none of the wiser. Do you know what I mean? She actually brought that to TikTok.
But she's brought other stuff to TikTok long before this as well at the end.
Exactly, and that's why awareness posters are going up.
It's been going on for forever.
Exactly, and this is why posters are going up. Hi, does anybody else has anybody else got anything to say?
Yeah, I was going to say, although Elphaba's 19, she's 20 in 2 weeks' time, it doesn't give her the rite of passage to behave how she has been behaving, especially when she's got such a young following.
Yeah, I've got mates that have been in care and that haven't had the upbringing, as Philippa said, and haven't had, you know, loads of people surrounding them, leading them the right way, and they don't go on games and had kids.
Yeah.
And it's not just the gaming. I think that certainly this week, obviously, because it's just come to the forefront. But before this, her behaviour has been questionable for the last sort of 2 years or so. But at the moment, everyone's just focusing on the gaming, the children and whatnot.
I mean, I have never once said on my show that I think Albar is is a peddler. I've never said that. I've never said it. It's a very strong allegation to put out there. I've never said that, right? However, being a gamer, if you are gaming, you have to do it responsibly. If you are over the age of 18 and adding younger children at the age of 14, responsible things to do.
That's my complete weirdo. I mean, there's kids on this app. And this was before, if everyone can remember, this was an actual kids app. It was called Musically or something, I think, like that. Now, what she's doing on this app, I mean, my kids, I've got TikTok, and they do watch Elphaba when she comes up on the FYP. But it gets me fuming as what she's coming out with and what's going on and like how she's being treated. Everyone's treating her like a queen. She's nothing but a fucking scumbag.
Oh.
And can I just say, and this is the reason why Tony and team are going out spreading awareness. Yes, they are taking the TikTok law into their own hands and going off TikTok spreading awareness, but the police won't do fuck all about anything.
I'm fucking fuming. I'm sitting here now shaking because you're on about it. I have been waiting so long getting this box and talk about that Elphaba because she really, really grinds me up. Really bad.
Yeah,
it's the manipulation, I think, for me. She's so manipulative.
People say, oh, she's 19. That's no excuse. I had a bad upbringing, but I'm not out there putting all, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
All my life and
age is irrelevant.
Very personal stuff on Facebook.
age is irrelevant. They still should know right from wrong at that age, and they're 20 in a couple of weeks. They're not a child.
Yeah, kids are very impressionable because I've got a 12-year-old and my youngest is turning 5 next month. So my eldest being 12, she's at that age now where anyone can put sort of their opinions on them, and depending on how strong they are, they can quite happily follow it, not realising what they're actually doing and the impact that it does have on a small child's mind.
I'm not being funny, but the other day, Elphaba herself, on her live, literally the other day, stated that age doesn't matter. She says that age shouldn't matter when it comes to gaming. It doesn't matter if she's 19 and other kids play games. So you can't have it both ways, where she's only 19, and she used that the other day when she said that Tony was coming to threaten her life. She said, I'm only 19.
Sorry. She tried to refer herself into being, it's all right for other YouTubers and gamers to do, like, and streamers to do exactly the same. But I think what she misses out a lot is the fact that these gamers and people like that, they don't go about and message the minors that they interact with. They don't message them at all. And they certainly don't add them as friends.
Exactly.
I watch streams online, and they do, Fortnite, for example, they do play with, you've got the sidemen, for example, and they'll invite like 14-year-olds to play a game of Fortnite with them, but they're not telling them kids to go and get their mum or dad's hard-earned money to send them money. I think it is important that, I've seen the chat going off about, you can't help what kids are on the games, etc., but you can help who you're inviting, you can help who you're messaging, you can help what you're saying to them on there, but please send me this on Roblox, I need this on Roblox, etc., like.
Exactly, she knew exactly what she was doing.
Yeah.
I mean, there was comments made yesterday in a live saying it's the parents' responsibility to stop the children from getting groomed. Or I might have worded, I'm not sure if that's correctly the right way in that it's worded. I'm sure someone will put it in the comments. But yes, I agree. It is a parent's responsibility to keep an eye on their children's devices, but you can't protect everything. You can't monitor everything.
I could delete TikTok off my kids' phones, and I'm telling you now, they'd download it and then they'd take it off every time I went for check it. They're not stupid kids, aren't. My kids aren't. And it's just ridiculous and vile how people defend her, and I just think she's wrong. I think she shouldn't even be on this app. She shouldn't. They should cancel her.
Did anyone watch Jay's live last night?
Who? Jay?
Oh, yeah.
He was going to come on here today, and he was going to talk about something, but I don't do exposures on here. And if he wants to come on here, I would have to see what he's going to say first, because I would have to make sure that it's legitimate. Because again, I've done it on this platform before, where I've had somebody come in, try and, expose something, and it turned out not to be, correct. So I'm always very mindful of what somebody's going to say. So if anybody wanted to come on here, I would have to see evidence first and make sure.
He backtracked a lot on it.
Exposed all of her income and how much she's earned last year and how much she earned, and over £100,000 and stuff. And I was like,
so I don't understand what Jay was going to say. I don't know what
it's clout chasing, because he was just trying to drag everything out, and he's like, I'm not going to talk about it in this live.
He wanted more viewers.
Yeah, he wanted more viewers.
And he was like, Miss Red has more viewers than I only have 400, whereas Miss Red gets 1,000. I want the exposure. I want to do it in front of more people. And the inspector actually went into the live and said to him, what information do you have? Is this relating to the minor, children's stuff? and Jay neither confirmed nor denied, but he was like, it might be. And then the inspector was like, right, I'm going to take that pedestal out from under you. If it is, why don't you report that to the police, and why have you been sat on it for all this time? And then Jay backtracked massively.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone wants to be misread, eh?
Yeah. Everyone loves this.
And I don't mind jumping down so that someone else can come in. My point was, in Elphaba's live, when she was saying about Tony, she said that she would never do that. She's not a harm to people's children in that way. And she did, I'm pretty sure she specified that way as in a peddalo. And I just want to say that there were grooming doesn't just mean in a sexual way.
Exactly.
Yes, not sexual, it can be financial.
Exactly. And the fact that on the awareness video that Elphaba Exposed on YouTube did, it shows that she says, I need these rewards. So even if that's not real money, it's to fund her gaming lifestyle, because, it's still grooming in a way. I don't know if anyone else has heard about Colleen Ballinger, Miranda Sings on YouTube. She did exactly the same. It wasn't anything to do with being a peddler, but it was still grooming because of what she did, the manipulation to get the children to do her bidding, basically. So it's still just as dangerous as the other. And I just want to say I fully support Tony and what he's doing, because as someone who was essayed as a 5-year-old, I think people need to be aware. It doesn't mean that people are violent. I live in the town where Stinson Hunter operated from, if anyone knows who that is. So I fully appreciate people just bringing awareness to it, because it's something close to my heart. And that's just what I wanted to say.
It is, and it's the way she said, in the week, that she wasn't essayed. She backtracked on that, and that's massive. That's a massive insult to people who have been essayed, for her to sort of just blatantly turn around and say, well, she wasn't really.
I seen that. I seen it on. I seen it yesterday. Sorry, ladies. I seen it yesterday where she's since come forward that, she wasn't pressured in any way. And something to do with the picture of the guy that was posted wasn't even a real picture.
No, some bloke off Pinterest.
The man himself was actually from Pakistan. He's since made his Instagram completely private. Taking everything off. So I'm going to get either they were getting hate or just far too many people were contacting him. But it only takes for one person in that man's real life to see that. And
it's dangerous. It's dangerous game, that, isn't it?
This is what I'm saying. 2024, I was hoping to see a new Alphaba, but it's just repeated behaviour. That is a very, very sick thing to do. Take a picture of a man and then say that this is the guy covering his face. That is, do you get where I'm coming from, guys? This is
disgusting. Can we just say as well that this person still has supporters?
Yeah,
massive supporters,
massive support, and I'm not one to judge. And like Miss Red said before, you can love it whoever you love. Do you know what I mean? But it also worries me of who is supporting that and who is saying, ignore the hate. You're doing nothing wrong. If you genuinely cared about that person, you put them straight of what they're doing wrong. Surely, if someone in my family was, I would disown Elphaba if they were my family. But if you love that person, do you not go in the comments and say, you need to listen to what is going on, or you're doing wrong, etc.
Unfortunately, a lot of the people that do comment the support, if you will, within Elphaba's lives aren't people that generally, and I did say this to Elphaba last year when I actually Instagram messaged them. It's like a lot of the people that give them support aren't actually giving them genuine support. They are doing it to enable Elphaba, and not only that, they're almost egging on the train wreck and the car crash. It's literally just car crash entertainment. That is all it is. They just want the car crash entertainment from it, and they just give them all these nice words, boost their ego up, so that when the hate does come there, Elphaba falls harder.
The viewers have rise, but their supporters got less, because if we all remember now, once upon a time, she used to be on that leaderboard like every single week. So it just goes to show the support's changed. It's shifted, but her viewers still remain the same, if not obviously got a lot more.
But she claims the mental health card and has gone into hospital with it. But what about that poor man that she violated online? You know, she
knows exactly what she's doing, and that's the issue, you know, and it's almost like she's like, what drama can I cause this week and what drama can I cause then? What have I not done? Let's then now do this, you know, and it's like, when will it actually ever stop?
They don't care about who they hurt in the process either.
No, they don't.
And can I just say, guys, I am not feeling bad or taking responsibility for anybody that says off the back of my show their mental health is suffering, they've self-harmed because of me. To me, it's kind of, is it like baiting something? I don't know what the word is, but I'm not taking responsibility. At the end of the day,
Donna, right, if you're repeating what's on the FYP, it's already out there. If you're repeating it, the people can't blame you for what they do.
No, that's manipulation. Alex is right.
Yeah,
if you don't want it repeated, if you don't want it repeated, don't put it on your own live for it to be repeated. So, and that's essentially what Elphaba does. They put it on their live, but expects no one to talk about it. And unfortunately, that's not the way the world works. If she doesn't want anything put online, she needs to just keep it off.
Too much. Jenny, you got to know, too much has been done, obviously, by her, and it's now come to a stage now where people are moaning, saying, you know what, we need her off the app, So people are making movements, they're trying to make her realise that what she's doing is not acceptable, and then there's people moaning, are bloody making awareness, and unfortunately, right, if you don't like what we're doing, get off your arse and do it yourself.
Yeah,
exactly. You know what I mean?
The thing is, Elphaba's had enough warnings, they've had enough chances, people have given her far too many chances, and she's had enough warnings that enough's enough. People have had enough of it. People are fed up, and I really, really don't know what she expected from it.
But TikTok won't take her off the app because she earns that much money.
She doesn't earn nowhere near as much.
Human being.
Guys, sorry, I'm just going to put a post up. Can we have a happy face? I'm sorry, guys, if you agree with awareness, or a sad face if you don't. Sorry, carry on speaking, everybody. Water's gone down the wrong goal.
You're right, Donna.
Water's gone down the wrong goal, guys. There's probably a fly in it or something.
Oh, God.
I've got something to play as well for the people to obviously understand, like, the severity of what's been going on. I'm not gonna put the video up because it's literally nothing. You can't really see much anyway. But I just want to obviously play this so people understand how serious this stuff is and why awareness is so important. Okay.
I'd love to have a debate with them 50 people that have put a sad face in.
I'm here a second. Listen. Wow.
And yes, I fully admit to sending my news and that was pornography and child crime, and at the time that was private to someone. Like, no, someone I didn't see serious. But tomorrow I'm going to the police to admit it.
If you can hear what she says there, she said I admit sending images to someone.
That is in regards to, so the police actually have that audio. I sent it to them the other day. That is in regards to the slime pictures that they sent out. So they were claiming they were 17 at the time, and or 16, 17, and that they sent these images to someone and someone then shared them out. Now, from what I've gathered from speaking to the police, if you're still under the age of 18 and you are sending indecent images, it still comes up as distribution of child porn.
A lot of people are saying it's AI, Jenny. She actually confirmed that it wasn't AI, but
they confirmed that it wasn't AI. They confirmed that was their genuine conversation, because that was between her and another creator called Hattie.
Right, okay.
Donna or Miss Red, can I bring up a very, very sorry for jumping in, but I've been trying to get into Tony Box. Hi, Alex. How are you, sweetheart?
How you doing, man? It's your car.
I'm good, baby. And also, Alex, thanks for bringing awareness. And Miss Red, thank you for bringing awareness for this. Right, I've been in SH clinics and I've been SH, I've done it like for years, okay? There is kids as young as 5 attending them clinics, okay? So what about all the children that are going through pain, right, that are watching her lives and that think that it's okay to take something and do it to themselves? We're missing a whole big valid point here. There is 7,000 or 8,000 people, probably 6,000 of them, that have gone through SH or are going through some pain, right, in their lives, because we all know lives aren't perfect, right? I was trying to get into Tony's box, Alex, yesterday. I was trying to tag you, but the comments were going too much, right?
Yeah.
So if there's a 12-year-old that is going through, you know, is after being essayed or whatever, and they think that the way out, because obviously that yoke of a thing, it is what it's called in my eyes, is after saying last week that it was SH'd, right? And then they go on this week, and Evil Queen for putting them pictures up. They should not be putting pictures up to influence other people and to trigger other people. I'm 12 years now that I haven't SH'd, right? But there is...
Manny, darling, was the pictures censored?
They were censored.
No.
It doesn't make any difference, Miss Red, if they were censored or not.
No.
They showed where to SH on the arms.
The mark that EQ showed was a mark that was on Elphaba's upper arm. It was a mark that they actually had last week.
I seen that it was a bruise because they were doing the makeup.
Yeah.
But this is what the whole point, right? And I'm sorry for talking over people, but I'm absolutely fuming. So everybody knows that she has a younger crowd, right? Like, it's not a younger crowd in here. We're all like, you know, normal people. And my lives are always restricted to 18. Every time I make sure that I do it, and I make sure that my lives are at 18. We all know there could be 12-year-olds that are suffering and that are in pain, that don't know what to do, and then she is thinking that it's okay to come on a TikTok and have how many thousand people in her life and say that she is SH. What sort of influencer does that? Right?
Can I step in here? Sorry.
Sympathy as far as I'm concerned.
What? I've no sympathy. Absolutely not, Red. No sympathy.
No, I said one looking for sympathy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's what I said, darling.
I'm just going to step in here. Elphaba has messaged my 15-year-old son.
Oh.
Wow. That's shocking.
Roblox.
Okay. Darling, do you have proof of this?
Yes.
You do.
That's shocking.
Nikki, can I just ask, are they inappropriate messages?
No, it's just a friend request that he's got. Obviously, I'm on TikTok, and I just pop in and out of people's lives. I don't really follow anyone specifically apart from Miss Red, obviously.
Can I just ask, obviously it's completely your choice, but I've currently got I've opened up with the police, with Greater Manchester Police, regarding all the grooming stuff again. Would it be possible if you could possibly, if you don't want to send them to me, if I gave you the crime reference number, could you possibly send them over to the police?
Yeah.
Me, darling.
No, to Nikki, sorry.
Yeah, no, I can do that. It was just literally a friend request for the Roblox.
Right.
And then this other gaming which I don't know much about.
How long ago was this, and was it a genuine account?
It's this week.
Did you look, see if it's a genuine account, darling?
My partner's dealing with it at the minute.
I will, when we get off live, I'll drop you a message and I'll confirm whether it's them, and I'll go through everything with you if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Only because when one comes on here and says something, we need to I'm not disbelieving anything that you're saying, but because it's such a serious thing, we need to see
I get
through.
that, yeah, no, that's fine.
What I'm saying, Nikki.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It was just I was listening obviously to your live, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, she did message my son.
Can I just say this is really scary now, because does this not open the floodgates for people to make up accounts in the name of people like Elphaba and then predate on children?
Is it genuine, or is it just a fake account, or?
As far as I know, when it comes to Roblox and other accounts, you can't make up like the same name. They all have to be different. So I know for the new game that they were playing, the MSP2, someone tried to do what obviously you guys were saying and like tried to make up another name under the name Elphaba, but actually had two A's on the end.
I had a chicken bake this morning, Abby, and I looked around the corner and
So I wonder what was going on there. But yeah, no, Elphaba's username on MSP2 was literally just it was just Elphaba or something, or real Elphaba. I can't remember what it exactly was, but there's only one.
Yeah, can I add something to that? You know that movie star thing, whatever that thing, and everyone's saying, yeah, but they're both usernames are the same. But what people didn't realise, they look identical, but one is a high case I, the other one's a
One
lowercase
had two
L.
A's on the end as well. That's what I mean. It's so hard.
It was exactly the same name, JJ. It was exactly the same name. One was an uppercase I, and the one was a lowercase L, so it looked identical. You know what I mean? If you look at it.
It's annoying when people do that, because when it comes to actually getting genuine information and genuine like cases and stuff like that could potentially be used for like police cases, you've got people doing stuff like that, which completely fucks up a lot of the stuff that people are working really fucking hard to do. Sorry for the swearing.
Nikki, can I just say something? Sorry, Zab, and then you can jump in. Nikki, will you get in touch with JJ and send that over to her, and JJ will have a look, because I don't do exposures on here, darling.
How do I friend request you, JJ, or are you going to message me?
I've sent you a follow. Just follow back, and then I will.
TikTok.
Yeah, I'll sort out getting everything sent on like Insta or something like that.
Because I don't deal with exposures. It's like, you know, it's just like.
I think I'm Nikki Lang on Insta.
Okay. I'll drop you a message on here, and I'll get it all written down.
Thank you. Hi, Zav.
Miss Red, can you pick me out, please?
Thank you for joining, Nikki, and you're in capable hands with Jenny, darling.
Okay, yeah, will do. Can you?
Bye, darling.
Big up, Miss Red. So all I wanted to say really on this situation is I fully support Tony here. And what I think it was Miss Menopause was saying is that we shouldn't be normalising SH. And I totally agree with that also, because, you know, young kids are going to be sat there influenced by these so-called influencers that are effectively saying, when you do something wrong and you get caught out, well, you just SH and make everyone feel sorry for him. I don't doubt for 1 second that Elphaba doesn't have severe mental health issues. Yeah. And the reason why is because from looking at the relationship between her and her mum, whether that's just physical or emotional or neglect, whatever it might be, all these factors can cause brain damage for any child, yeah? And to me, I fully support Tony and everything that he does. And what I want to pick up on is when people are using the excuse of he's being a vigilante, he's going out there, he's causing misery. Let me just put something out there, right? If I make a video on Elphaba, for example, on TikTok, the audience that's going to see that is a very wide audience, yeah? if I wanted to try and reach out to the local audience, that's where the flyers come into. So in my opinion, there is no difference to making a TikTok video or making a flyer. And for me, the facts is that you've got these TikTok influencers, and I'm not mentioning names, but that are enabling a behaviour and manipulating people into feeling sorry for them by saying, oh, well, poor Elphaba, she's now gone on SH, this is all on you. The facts are, if for some reason, let's just say Elphaba was to unalive herself, on her death certificate it would say suicide, yeah? It won't say suicide because someone posted leaflets. And the facts is people in the local area need to see the wrongdoings for her to reflect on her actions and say, do you know what? I've messed up here. I shouldn't have done that. Because regardless of whether they're 19 or not, in the mindset, you know right from wrong, yeah? And if they didn't know right from wrong, then they shouldn't be put on a social media platform with extremely vulnerable people for them to manipulate them into whichever way, shape or form. And you've got to remember as well, sorry for waffling on, you all know me for a waffler, yeah? These content creators, they don't just make one mistake and they don't just make one mistake and apologise and move on. They're consistently making these mistakes. I'm fairly confident, if I remember rightly, you know, there was false allegations about SA, is it SA? Yeah, SAs. There's loads of things ongoing that's continuing bad behaviour, and I believe that these bad influences that are enabling her, i.e. the CLEQ, I honestly think they should reflect on what they've done, because at the end of the day, you would be loved by so many more people for standing up for what you believe in. And for anyone that sits there going, well, this is just a hate train, this is just a bullying campaign. No, it's not. You've got genuine people that have genuine concerns for the child's welfare. Yeah, and if it was your child, you'd be wanting everyone to be doing the exact same thing. So therefore, don't enable this behaviour, put a stop to it, and say, yes, you are going to get more likes, you are going to get more views in your lives for doing something ludicrous. Look at Kevin the Carrot with Jack, Sobriety Jack. He's gone out and done all these things consistently, and then his excuse is, well, I'm famous, darling, and this is all a hate train because they're all jealous of my success. No, mate. And someone said, the posters that are being put out are portrayed to look like they're being called a peddler, right? And like I said in the live the other day, if that person was to be racist, that poster would be insinuating that they are racist. If you don't want to be called or insinuated a peddler, don't act like one then, innit?